It's frigid seas dotted with icebergs. These silent stretches of summer.
Sure nothing to this.
If you ask me.
Ups. God
Ja. Hej.
aften.
God aften.
Igen.
Velkommen til den
Aage.
og til John. Til den magiske tv-verden, hvor vi er inde i nu.
Og
hvor
vi-
alt kan ske, og
Alt kan gå galt.
Alt kan gå galt, det er rigtigt. Og det er det, man har en sjælden lejlighed til at følge med i her på Hysterisk. Vi skal stifte bekendtskab med en lang række ting i dag. Vi skal stifte bekendtskab med advokaterne, LA Law skal vi se. Noget, det bliver spændende.
Vi skal stifte bekendtskab med sådan en til at tegne med.
Godt, John.
Og vi skal stifte bekendtskab med en maske.
Ja, godt. Roligt, John. Vi skal svære til en flyttedag. Det bliver sjovt, John. Og sidst, men ikke mindst, så skal vi hvad?
Vi stifte bekendtskab med en hammer.
Nej, vi skal ikke stifte bekendtskab med en hammer.
Og stifte bekendtskab med nogle søm.
Nej, John. John, vi vil lave et oplæg nu.
Ja, vi skal lige
John,
stifte bekendtskab med den her.
Er du så færdig?
Grand Gourmet is dog food that looks like people food. See for yourself. It's no, not now. Come on. I'm here to talk about something.
En meget, eller måske næsten for sulten hund her i den her reklamefilm. Nu til noget andet. LA Law. Det bliver en utrolig interessant, John.
Skal vi se lov?
Nej, vi skal ikke se lov, John. Vi skal kigge på advokaterne, den amerikanske tv-serie. Det er utroligt, så meget af disse advokater, de når at lave, når man tænker på, hvor omgivet de er af fotografer og instruktører hele tiden. Det er selvfølgelig min spøg. I virkeligheden er det jo skuespillere, der er ansat til at spille med i en tv-serie. John, hvad laver du?
Lege lykkens gudinde.
Nej, vi skal ikke lege lykkesgudinde. Vi skal snakke med advokaterne. Vi skal nu se et tilfælde, hvor de ikke spiller skuespil. Ja, det gør Corbin Burnson i hvert fald ikke, John. Hvad er det? Det gør han ikke, fordi at her skal vi se et eksempel på, at alle de andre skuespillere i LA Law, de har besluttet sig for at lave en lille practical joke med Corbin Burnson. Og det skal vi se, hvordan det spænder af her nu.
The place, Beverly Hills. The LA Law cast will be in this room. The 5 actors playing lawyers are in this room. But it'll sound like 500 with this applause machine. Now here's the joke. Corbin thinks that he and his co-stars will be answering simple legal questions for charity at a closed-circuit event sponsored by the Chicago Bar Association. Corbin doesn't know that everyone but him has been supplied with the answers in advance, and that there is no event in Chicago. What Corbin will see through the closed-circuit TV will really be happening a few feet away in the next room.
I'm Stu Levin. I'm the entertainment chairman of the Chicago Bar Association. I want to welcome our Chicago audience, all of our attorneys here, members of the Chicago Bar Association. And we want to welcome all of our friends from the Los Angeles law firm of McKenzie and Brackman, which we all know as LA Law.
There's the applause machine.
Your names are in the bowl, and we're going to draw names, and whoever's name is drawn will be asked a question. So if we can begin.
Remember, everyone knows the answers but Corbin.
I'm Phyllis Ehrlich of Davis, Shaw, Ehrlich, and Rohde. And, I have Harry. Harry, the first question's for you. Al and Barry got into an argument in a bar. Al asked Barry to fight, and Barry agreed. And he ends up with a broken nose. Can Barry sue?
As far as I know, that depends entirely upon individual state law. Some states, for example, hold out that if an agreement is made beforehand, and I've never seen in terms of a fight like this, that the person involved cannot sue for damages.
You're right. I'm amazed. You're wonderful.
Corbin's thinking, how did he know that?
Let's pass the ball down to Earl. Earl, if you draw a name, please.
Okay. Well, my question is for that very distinguished actor, and certainly one of my favorites, Mr. Richard Dysart. My question is an estate question. A dying man tells his niece that if she...
Richard is being asked a question about probate law, and to Corbin's surprise, he's going to come up with the right answer.
Well, say, if, for instance, maybe there was a witness to their agreement. I think the court should favor her.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. There's an implied contract here. Absolutely.
Implied contract, that's what I meant to say.
It's Corbin's turn, and we told our actors to say whatever he answers is wrong.
Favorite charity and $200 for Harry Hamlin's. Nancy?
Well, I'm pretty happy because I've drawn Corbin Burnson, and this makes me very happy. And this is for $200. A frail old woman went into a wax museum chamber of horrors. While she was there, she became very frightened. She fainted and since then developed a number of nervous disorders. Can she sue the museum, and why?
What is it when somebody walks into your house and they're some sort of negligence?
Well, let me save you here because that's not correct, so we might as well just move on. She's over 21, so she isn't responsible for her actions, but there'll be more questions. So.
Poor Corbin, now he's the only one who hasn't answered correctly.
Corbin, it's me again. An employee at a small company told his boss that the machine he worked with was defective. The boss told him to get to work or he was fired. He went back to work, and a half an hour later, he was injured by the machine. Now, do you think the employee could collect damages, and why?
I can't even remember these questions. Let alone think about answering. Sure.
Yes.
Why not?
Yes, you're right.
He's finally got one right, but now wait.
I don't want to know why.
Oh, yes, tell me why.
I'm sorry, I don't think that's right.
What do you mean that's not right? It's right.
I don't think that's right. I'm sorry. But no, it was in. This has been in the paper lately.
Absolutely. Susan, I was involved in a case like this very recently. I don't know, Nancy, that you'd even know about it. It's so recent.
Let's say 100 each.
Well, no, I'm going to give $200 to Susan's favorite charity for answering that question.
How do you know? Where did you read this?
It was in the Times. Yeah. No, it was in the Times. I mean, it's
Corbin,
being contested.
Corbin, we know you're going to be able to catch up. We have a few more questions. We know you're going to catch up.
Yeah,
before
in the lightning round.
Yeah, I have one for Richard Dicer. Okay. So.
May I suggest, as senior partner of the firm, that we change Corbin's luck here. That he take this question?
Richard, that's very, very generous of you. Let's
thank you.
give.
Why don't you think together with me?
It's a hard one.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. I think I can do this. Can I give Corbin $500 if he answers this question?
Now, he'll be wrong again, but after the joke, all the money won by the whole panel will go to Corbin's favorite charity.
Technology, the most important tool in establishing paternity, is the human leukocyte antigen test. Yes or no?
I'm the mucoside. No. No. Yes. Kind of. I don't know this stuff.
Right now, we're staging a technical breakdown to get Harry out of the room.
We'll give you another chance later.
Yeah, I lost my...
Hang on, we had a little problem with the feed.
Now Harry's going to leave under the guise of making a phone call to the studio.
Harry,
There's a mucoside.
you might want to make that call. If you guys can stay seated, I think they're...
Tell them they'll be... Are you calling the studio?
There's a phone right outside the door there.
I've got a rehearsal.
Okay, we got
Actually,
about...
he's going into our Chicago room to put on a little disguise there in order to have one last laugh on his friend Corbin.
Harry's on his way to Chicago.
I think
Being an idiot.
All right, let's go. We're back. Here we are. We're back.
When we drew for who would be on the panel here, we had one person draw as a standby, and he's been kind enough to be standing by all the time that we're up here. So we're going to ask him to ask one question so he can participate in our show. If you would, please. Mr. Lee Miller.
There's Harry in his disguise.
This question is for Mr. Burnson.
Obviously, Corbin doesn't even recognize him.
If an actor such as yourself
was asked to be on a talk show such as this one, and it was represented to be one thing, but then it was found out by the actor that it was quite something else, and somewhat embarrassing. Would that actor have the opportunity to sue the network for damages? Now, I'm asking you this question because you are on bloopers and practical jokes.
No. The answer is no. Swear to God, I said this will never happen to me. Never.
That is a great sport, Ed.
Never.
He sure is, Dick. Thanks, Corbin. And thanks to Terrence Murphy and Joe Stone of the real Chicago Bar Association for all their help.
Do you know about this? No, Randy did.
Look out, Randy.
Ja. Corbin Bernsen på glat is, John.
Ja.
Det er sjovt. Hvad er det, du har? Sjovt. John, vi skal... Det er rigtigt. Vi skal se noget mere sjovt lige om lidt. Vi skal vende til England og se, hvordan det går for sig, når Jamie Beadle har fået fat i en ung englænder, som skal arbejde som flyttemand i et flyttefirma med en stor flyttebil. Nå, John.
Kommer nu.
Whose fault is this?
Oh, don't believe it.